Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Should Bud Light be sad for making Dylan feel bad? Dylan Mulvaney, the trans influencer who needs beer goggles to look in the mirror, is finally speaking up about the Bud Light fiasco. In a new Instagram video, the wag slammed the company for how it handled the whole thing. And by thing, we don't mean Mulvaney's penis. Dirty minds. It's the first time Dylan's complaining about the scandal. More proof that he's not a woman.
A sexist would say.
You're right.
How offensive can this get? But do you really want to know what gets Dylan's panties in a bunch?
Nope.
Hi. One thing I will not tolerate people saying about me is that I don't like beer, because I love beer and I always have. I should have made this video months ago, but I didn't. And I was waiting for the brand to reach out to me, but they never did.
In Bud Light's defense, they were busy firing every single employee who had anything to do with you. You know, they even had Spuds McKenzie put down. Yeah. Talk about a black eye. Dylan claims he's scared to leave his house, been ridiculed in public, been followed by people. In other words, he now knows exactly what it feels like to be Brian Kilmeade. That's 2 now. Here's more.
For a company to hire a trans person and then not publicly stand by them is worse, in my opinion, than not hiring a trans person at all, because it gives customers permission to be as transphobic and hateful as they want.
I don't remember ever asking a beer company for permission to be hateful. And does Bud Light or any other company owe Mulvaney anything after you cost the company $20 billion? Why are they supposed to apologize to you? Usually to waste that much cash, you'd have to start CNN Plus and then hire Chris Wallace. Oh. But nobody should hate trans people for being different. The fact just is, Dylan would be nothing without the recently released identity, wholly embraced by the media. Pretending to be a little girl has made him a very rich whatever. And since when is a company responsible for the actions of a handful of its customers? I mean, when a woman feels too turned off for sex, you know, they don't arrest Brian Stelter.
Never over.
Yep. It'll never end. All right, Tegan, you are actually a real woman. It seems to me that in the media, trans women are actually more valued than real women. Does that bother you? Does any of this bother you? Has everything been said about Mulvaney that's been said?
If you're gonna fight back at Bud, at least be a bitch about it. At least just grind.
Be a real woman.
Right, and say, you know what? I made my money, and I'm still making money. And what happened to you? You gotta shake the Tabasco in the open wound. You have to stand over the ex-boyfriend who wronged you when you come along and he's fallen and broken his leg, and laugh at him and walk along and not help him at all.
You gotta be like in that scene in Dirty Harry when Clint Eastwood's standing over Andy Robinson and just grinding his heel into the gunshot wound.
Exactly.
Is that a hypothetical?
Maybe.
I think the less we all know, the better off we are. Yeah.
But Bud is worse. Bud puts out this statement. Why say anything that, here's some of it. We're committed to programs and partnerships, and we value safety and privacy and brewing beer is important. And of course, anything, you know what, you can't even choke down this dumpster sausage with the beer that they make.
Yeah.
Anything that you say from here on out should just be belched.
Yes. I had a friend who could do that. I don't think anything ever came of him. But boy, we still remember old Steve and how he could belch the alphabet. R.I.P. Steve. Alcohol poisoning. So he got to Y.
Well, you know.
Joe, when you were watching this and you were looking at me, we were eyes met, and you said you definitely would do Dylan Mulvaney. That's what you said.
I don't think that was the message I was trying to send. I think it's great how Bud and Anheuser-Busch has no idea how to react to this.
Yeah.
They released the commercial that was supposed to bring back the old drinkers, where it was a bunch of, you know, you're at a barbecue and there's a bunch of men
doing stupid things.
Yeah, you know, and they're sweaty and then they're cooling off their vaginas with an ice cold Bud. Like no one knows what's supposed to be happening. Yeah, this is so ridiculous because Dylan Mulvaney talking about representing women, and people are looking at you because you're prancing around like a fool, looking like Audrey Hepburn with a 5 o'clock shadow. You don't represent anybody. This person does not represent women, trans women, anybody. This is a narcissist. This is a fraud.
Yeah.
And you could tell, like, if you saw them on the Drew Barrymore show where they're sitting there praying to each other.
Yes.
That's who they worship. They worship their own egos.
Yeah, exactly. This is, it's what, I think, Tyrus, you coined the phrase, it's woman face.
Yeah.
Like, this is not, fulfilling all the stereotypes of a woman, and so it becomes more like, it becomes more like a minstrel show or a spinstrel show.
It's a show is what it is. Listen.
We got to end the censorship bleeping thing because you just got to leave that in.
Yeah. It's Friday, right?
Yes.
The boss sleeps at 8. We're good.
Yes.
Not because he's old. Take that. I like that stricken from the record. But first of all, Dylan is playing a character. I think that's the issue that America's having because other brands of alcohol, I know Smirnoff Vodka has done several campaigns with transgendered women and drag queens and whatnot, and there was no issue. The issue is that, and I always, so you can't, woman face, maybe you can't get that, so let's just go blackface. If Joe put on a hat backwards and got a little tin belt and painted his face a little tanner, let me see, scotch tanner, and was, yo, I'm Tyrus, and this, that, yo, I got to rob a bank, yo, and I got 9 babies and don't pay for them. You know, some of you are laughing. Shame on you. But you would be like, wow, man, that's not talent. He's blackface.
Yeah.
And everyone's uncomfortable with that. Everyone here like to enjoy a good evening of blackface? Anyone? See? It's not good, right? So why would you enjoy woman face?
Yes.
Where they pretend to be the dumbest on the planet. Women don't know what's going on in March.
Yeah.
Who do you think's making us nachos while we're watching the game? I'm not perfect. That's the truth, okay? Can we be truthful for once? He's a dude pretending to be a girl, but he has spent no time with women, so he's acting like anything he's ever seen on TV or Pornhub, and then pretending to be a fantasy, and that's woman face, period.
Yeah.
Boo him every time he does it.
Yeah, Rob, I think as I was reading the intro to this, I was going in and out of whatever pronouns I felt.
Yeah, you were going back and forth.
Yes,
I noticed that.
yeah. I'm bi-pronoun.
You got them all.
I want them all. I want them all. I can't.
You're non-binary pronoun.
Yes, I'm non-binary. Now,
That hurt my head.
How would you like? Are you compelled to give the pronoun? Or not?
I work my way around. I do anything but the pronoun.
Yes, I try to say the name.
Oh, Dylan Mulvaney. Is this Dylan? Is this Dylan's purse? No, is this Dylan's shoe? Is this Dylan's microphone? I don't know how many summers the good Lord is gonna let me have.
I'd say 12.
But thank you. Fine, any number, right?
Yeah.
I just don't want to talk about Dylan Mulvaney ever again. I just don't know what's going to happen to me.
You know what?
And you're like, because Dylan Mulvaney is the answer to a trivia question 5 years from now. And I want to get to there. Remember Dylan Mulvaney? Like, I want to be in that part.
Right.
Where we're like, oh my God, yeah. Whatever happened? And they show Dylan Mulvaney, who now has a different career, I guess, probably 5 years from now.
Makes you miss the guy from Slap Chop.
Yeah, right there you go. Or Clara Peller.
Oh, where's the beef? Well, they've been asking Dylan that too. All right.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.